Alright guys, so tonight I wanted to show you this right here. This is my Trumark Slingshot. Now, the neighbors across my street gave me the Slingshot. Now, when they gave it to me, it did not have rubber bands. So I went a while without rubber bands, but just recently I bought the power bands, which pretty much are the black rubber bands. Now when it comes to surgical tubing, basically they keep it organized by the color determining the strength. So the darker the color it is, the stronger it is. So if you have yellow, then that's typically the weakest, and then black typically is the strongest. And these, are both like tougher and thicker than the other ones that they had, and so this should be powerful and last a long time. But basically, Trumark offers three colors: yellow, red, and black. Sort of like the German flag colors. And I chose to go with the black one because it was the most powerful. Now I cannot use this yet. I have to let it set for 24 hours, because apparently you attach it by soaking it in rubbing alcohol and then letting it dry. But I've had a number of slingshots throughout the years. This one has been my most recent before that, and I'm gonna need to get new bands for this at some point as well, because these bands are breaking, if you can't see that right there. So I figured, you know what, no, I can't shoot that anymore. I decided I'll get something for my Trumark Slingshot, which is incredibly light. It's comfortable to hold. It has a nice cushioned wrist brace right there. A number of things that make this unique or make this a great slingshot. Well, A, it has those two target things there, so you can aim better with steering on. But also, as the pouch moves in, these move out of the way at the last second like that, and so that makes it so that when the rubber band comes through here, it doesn't bend the rubber band so much and cut it, making it last a lot longer. So this is black rubber band, which is the strongest, and it's also quite thick, and the thing rotates, so this will probably last me a very, very long time. I probably won't need another rubber band for a slingshot in quite a while. One thing to make out about surgical tubing in general is that I think although Trumark only offers it in yellow, red, and black, going in that order from weakest to strongest, I've seen surgical tubing pretty much going from yellow to red to green to blue to purple, and then I think black is the next step. And I've had a number of slingshots throughout the years, and I remember my first slingshot, I tried to attach like purple, really thick, tough, wide purple surgical tubing, and I was not strong enough to pull that back, and my dad was hardly strong enough. This isn't as big or as thick as that purple tubing was, so hopefully this will be easier for me to pull back, plus it has a wrist brace, which makes it even easier yet. And that'll be the real question. But that was actually, no, that was my second slingshot. My first one was just like a really old rotten natural fork, which I just connected off as rubber bands to, and I had a sock pouch, and I thought that one was really powerful. Like it fired from my yard to the neighbor's tree, and I'm like, oh, that's great. But no, eventually that one broke, so I'm like, dang, I need a new one. So me and my grandpa and my dad carved a slingshot out of plywood, and we connected the rubber bands to the purple ones, and it didn't work, and we had no way of connecting a pouch. So I bought some rubber bands, and I tied it on, and that was pretty powerful, but I realized that since it was tied on, that gets rid of a lot of power. So instead we put it through the holes that we cut in, and we bolted it in, and that of course, increased the power and the accuracy by a whole lot. And then After that, I wanted a more powerful slingshot, so I got a natural fork. Pretty sure I still have all these somewhere, but I got like a natural fork that was really big and thick and not rotten like my last one, and I connected over the top like strap rubber bands that were green, and that one was pretty powerful. You mean, I always played a game at my grandma and grandpa's house because I lived on a lake and there's an island. I try to fire a rock and try to get to the island, and that would make it like 3/4 of the way there. So I mean, it was pretty good, and because like there wasn't a pouch, it was just a rubber band at first. Later, I did connect the pouch when it broke, but because it's just a rubber band, I would fill a stone in. I put a stone in it, but I could also put like multiple stones in it and shotgun it. That's what I'm trying to say, shotgun it, which was pretty cool. But you know, eventually, you know, that broke, and now I need to get new rubber bands pretty much for it. But what happened next? So then, obviously, I bought this one at a yard sale for like $3. Now the rubber bands on that are breaking because who knows how old that was. So I got this, you know, and this one should last, you know, like years. I mean, this is going to be a pretty powerful slingshot, so we'll see how it goes. I guess I'll do a full review on it later. According to the package, it said that it would be capable of shooting 225 yards. Of course, that'll vary depending on what ammo you use, but I guess that's all for now. Auf Wiedersehen.